This is an overview of unit rates. We're going to start out with two definitions. First, a rate is a ratio of two quantities that have different units. So you might say something like, it snowed 8 inches in 12 hours, or he ran 8 laps in 25 minutes. Both of those would be rates with different units. A unit rate is a special type of rate that has a denominator of 1. So instead of saying how much it snowed in 8 hours, you would say how much it would snow in 1 hour. Or instead of saying how many inches you would go in 12 seconds, you would look at how many inches you would go in 1 second. So a unit rate has a denominator of 1. Let's look at a few examples. So the first one, if you have a rate of 256 miles per 8 gallons, that is your rate. If I want to turn that into a unit rate, I'm going to figure out how many miles I can go for 1 gallon. So on the denominator, I'm going to look at what I'm dividing by, and I'm dividing by 8. So I'm going to do the same thing in the numerator. So 256 divided by 8 is going to give me 32 miles. Okay, so my unit rate is 32 miles per 1 gallon. Okay, the second example, 297 words in 5.5 minutes. So let's set this up, 297 words in 5.5 minutes. So this might be a rate of how long it takes you to type a paper. Okay, we're going to look at how many words we can type in 1 minute. I need to divide by 5.5 to get to 1. So I'm going to divide by 5.5 in the numerator. 297 divided by 5.5 is 54 words. So my unit rate would be 54 words per 1 minute. Okay, again, unit rates always have a denominator of 1. That's how you can tell that they're unit rates. All right, next example. At 1 p.m. you have 24 megabytes of a movie. At 1:15 you have 96 megabytes. What is the download rate in megabytes per minute? Okay, I'm going to look at my time difference. So I'm going to go from 1 o'clock to 1:15. So that's a change of 15 minutes. Okay, and in those 15 minutes, I went from 24 to 96. So if I just subtract that to find out how many megabytes I downloaded, so that would be 72 megabytes in 15 minutes. Okay, now to find my unit rate, I want to know per 1 minute. And now I'm just going to simplify this fraction. So 15 divided by 15 is 1. So I need to do 72 divided by 15. Okay, I can set that up, 72 divided by 15. And 15 goes into 72 4 times. 4 times 15 is 60. Now I'm going to subtract to get 12. Okay, add a decimal point with a 0, decimal point above. Bring that down. And 15 goes into 128 times. So I get 4 and 8 tenths. So 4.8 megabytes per 1 minute. And that's my unit rate. Okay, next, I have a population of 281 million people in the year 2000. By 2008, there were 305 million people. What was the rate of population change per year? So I want to know how many people it increased by each year. Okay, from 2000 to 2008, that was 8 years. Okay, next I'm going to look at how many people it increased by. It went from 281 to 305. So let's subtract to find how many more people we had. So that looks like 24 million people. Okay, now to find my unit rate, I want to know how many people that would be per year. So I'm going to divide by 8. Divide by 8. 24 divided by 8 is 3. So 24 million divided by 8 is 3 million. So that is a change of 3 million people per year. All right, next example. This is a common real-life type example that uses unit rates. So you have a sports store that sells 3 different packages of tennis balls. We need to figure out which pack is the best buy. So to do that, I'm going to find unit rates for all 3 sets of these. Okay, the first package, it is $11.49 for 4 cans. The second one is $16.79 for 6 cans. And the last one is $22.99 for 9 cans. All right, for each one, I'm going to find the unit rate, so that means I'm going to divide to find the cost for 1 can. So I'm going to do $11.49 divided by 4, and that's going to give me approximately $2.87 per can. I had to round that to 2 digits. Okay, the next set, I'm going to do 16.79 divided by 6, and that gives me a cost of $2.80. And the final unit rate, if I can get 9 cans for $22.99, that is $2.55 for 1 can. So now that I have all 3 of my unit rates, the best buy is the one with the lowest unit rate, and that is the 9 cans for $22.99 because that is a unit rate of $2.55 per can.